Hey everyone, welcome back to a new lesson, new week, and uh, we're going to be going through quite a few things. So we are going to finish off the unit this week, Unit 4. Then we're going to do a review of Units 3 and 4. And then we'll just keep going. Okay, hopefully you guys are enjoying these videos. Hopefully you are taking your time and doing your work. Please write questions in the comment sections of the videos. And, if you have any questions for me, go ahead and text me or put a question in the comment section of the YouTube video. So we are going to continue Unit 4, and we're actually going to go to page 55. I actually forgot to give you guys the homework for the last video. So I'm going to give you some homework in this video, and we're actually just going to finish off the unit. We finished up to page 47 in the workbook, and I'm going to have you guys do pages 48 all the way to finish the unit, page 53. Okay, so go ahead and do the homework, pages 48 to 53. And some of that stuff we're going to be going over in this lesson. But go ahead and finish off the unit in your workbook, Unit 4, pages 48 to 53. In the student book, we are going to start this lesson on page 55. And in this, of course, in this unit, we've been talking about how to talk about health problems, when you go to the doctor's office. This is also helpful for talking to the doctor, but it's also helpful for when your child is talking to you. This lesson, we're talking about have and need. Have and need. And you can see here we use have with health problems. We use need with medicine and objects. Use have with health problems, and we use need with medicine and objects. So imagine you have a health problem. What are some of the health problems we've talked about? We've talked about headache, a cut, a stomach ache, a fever, a sprained ankle, stuff like that, right? Stomach ache. I think I said that already. I did. So when we talk about our health problems, we say we have them. I have a headache. I have a stomach ache. And so when you say you have a problem, so it's a have plus the problem, then you say, the next question is then, well, what do you need? I have a headache. What do you need? So then you say you say what you need. I need an aspirin, or I have a cut. I need a bandage, or a Band-Aid. So when you write your sentences, or when you speak your sentences, you say have plus the problem, and then you say need plus the medicine or the object. Do you have a headache? Yes, I do. I need aspirin. I have a headache. You need aspirin. So you have plus your problem. Then you have need plus your medicine. Need aspirin. Need aspirin. Okay. We have to make sure that our subject agrees with our verb. So I have, you have, he, she, or it has, we have, they have. I need, you need, He, she, or it needs with an S. We need, they need. So here it says, talk with a partner, look at the picture, say what you need. Your partner guesses, what your health problem is. So if you have the 3rd edition, you have this barcode right here. You can go ahead and watch that video. That video basically explains the same thing that we see right here, but you can go ahead and watch that. If you don't have the barcode, don't worry about it. It's just an explanation of this right here. So let's look at exercise 2A. And it says, we see here in 2A, we have a nice big fat picture right here. All right. What are some things that we see in the picture? What are some things that we see in this picture? This is a medicine cabinet. Looks like we're in a bathroom, right? This is the medicine cabinet in the bathroom. And what are some things that we see in the medicine cabinet? We see antacid relief right here, antacid relief. This is good for stomach ache. Tissues, good for cold. Vitamin C helps prevent a cold. We have bandages for a cut. Eye drops for the eyes. Cough drops for a cough. Aspirin for a headache. Ear drops for the ear. Pain patches for your back. This looks like a heating pad right here. And more eye drops and more ear drops, right? So it says talk with a partner, look at the pictures, say what you need, and then your partner will guess your health problem, and of course take turns. So if we look at A, I need a heating pad. Do you have a sprained ankle? No, I don't. Do you have a backache? Yes, I do. Right? So one person will be A, one person will be B. And you can do this with someone at home. Here, I'm going to do it with you. And I guess I will say what I need, and then you will write in the comment section in the video, you will ask the question, do you have or do you have? Okay? So if I say, I need a bandage, I need a bandage, what question would you ask me? You would probably ask me, do you have a cut? Because that's what bandages are for. They help cover up a cut, right? If I say, I need cough drops, then you would most likely ask me, do you have a cough? And I would say, yes, I do. Right? Eye drops. Do you have, if I say, I need eye drops, I need eye drops. And you might ask, does your eye hurt? Or you wouldn't say, do you have an eye ache? We don't really say eye ache. We would just, does your eye hurt? Or is your eye in pain? Yes. Yes, they do. Okay. So take the time and do this with someone at home. And talk about what you have. Just pick one of these and then what you would need. Okay? So we are going to move on to page 56 of the workbook. And on page 56, we are going to do a review. So this is basically a review of units 3 and 4. And in exercise 1 of the review, it says read the questions, then circle the answers. So the first question is, what's wrong with Connie? What's wrong with Connie? Okay, so in actuality, there is actually a recording that goes along with this lesson, with this review. And so I'm actually going to read through the recording. And that should help us with answering the questions, right? So we are in Unit 4, and we are on page 56. We are on page 56, and let's go ahead and listen to the exercise. Okay, so it says Class CD track 38. So you should have your CD and you should be able to listen to the track, but that's okay. You can listen to me instead. Connie and her family are at home today. Connie has a headache. Her husband, Robert, has an earache. He's talking to the doctor on the phone. Connie's daughter is sleeping. Connie's son, Eddie, is in the living room. He's watching TV. Eddie has a stomachache. Okay, so that's the story. I'm going to read it again, and while I'm reading the story, just take a look at the questions and answer the questions. So the first question is, what's wrong with Connie? The second question is, what's wrong with Robert? The third question is, what's Robert doing? The next question, what's Connie's daughter doing? Number 5, what's Connie's son doing? Number 6, what's wrong with Eddie? So I'll go ahead and read it again. Connie and her family are at home today. Connie has a headache. Her husband, Robert, has an earache. He's talking to the doctor on the phone. Connie's daughter is sleeping. Connie's son, Eddie, is in the living room. He's watching TV. Eddie has a stomachache. Okay, so the first question is, what's wrong with Connie? And the answer is she has a headache. B, she has a headache. Number 2, what's wrong with Robert? The answer is A, he has an earache. He has an earache. Number 3, what's Robert doing? What's Robert doing? And the answer is A, he's talking to the doctor. A, he's talking to the doctor. Number 4, what's Connie's daughter doing? What's Connie's daughter doing? And the answer is A, she's sleeping. A, she's sleeping. Number 5, what's Connie's son doing? What's Connie's son doing? And the answer is A, I'm sorry. The answer is B, he's watching TV. B, he's watching TV. And the last question, number 6, what's wrong with Eddie? And the answer is B, he has a stomachache. He has a stomach ache. Okay. So that's exercise 1 of the review. Let's move on to exercise 2. And this one is about grammar and completing the story. So we can see the words that we have to use in the sentences to complete the story. Those words are right underneath the line. So you either use have or has. This one you use is or are. This one have or has, is or are, have or has. So we are either using have or has or one form of the verb to be. Remember, everything is dependent upon the subject if it's singular or plural. So complete the story, and the title of the story is At the Hospital. This week, well, before I continue, I want you to pause the video, fill out the answers, and then come back to the video. So go ahead and pause the video now. Okay, so let's assume we've paused the video. Let's go through and read the answers. This week, everyone in Anthony's family is sick. Anthony has a wife, a son, and a daughter. Right now, they are sitting in a hospital room. Anthony's wife has a backache. The nurse is giving her medicine. The doctor is talking to Anthony. He is asking questions about his children. They have the flu. So yeah, everybody is sick. Okay, the last part here says unscramble the words, make questions about the story. So here are our words: is home, family, at Anthony's. And the correct question is Anthony's family at home? Is Anthony's family at home? Next we have, is doing the nurse what? The correct question is, what is the nurse doing? What is the nurse doing? And number 3, wrong the children with and what's. Wrong the children with and what's. And the correct answer is, or the correct question is, what's wrong with the children? What's wrong with the children? Okay, so that's it for this lesson. When we come back, we are going to continue with the review of the unit. Okay? See you soon.